Oh, hello. Just testing the mic. And we're here. I hope this works. Let me pull up my other stream so I can see if it's working. Hi, everybody. I know, you know what's people are telling me in the comments that there's a bunch of streams going on. I get it. I don't like streaming on Tuesdays. But yeah, here's the deal. I am going to try to do weekly streams. Now, let me turn this down just a bit. That was loud. I'm going to try to do weekly streams on a I'm going to pick a day at some point in the future. I've been doing this thing where depending on the topic, I don't know, I stream on a Wednesday. I'm probably going to end up doing like a Wednesday or Monday stream consistently. And then if I have a guest that can't make it, maybe we'll do a Saturday or something going forward. But yeah, Geeks and Gamers is on and stuff. Like, I don't like doing Tuesday nights. What's up, everybody? Sounds a little muffled. Yeah, I don't understand. I have to fix my mic. I don't know. This is ridiculous, but my I have a brand new Q9U Samsung. It should be working fine, but for some reason my computer is having issues. What's up, Flaccid? Yeah, maybe next time I'll have the audio better. But guys, I've been away for a while. I've had some back problems, and then feeling better. But so I missed a bunch of news. I missed like the Mario hitting $1 billion, all this stuff. I missed, I don't know, a bunch of stuff. Well, in the meantime, I went to Austin, Texas to hang out with fucking Alex Jones last weekend. Or the weekend before, I can't remember. That was wild. I don't have any photos, sadly, or I would share some of those. I might have a picture on my Twitter of me hanging out with Alex Jones. But that was fun. Yeah, no, it was just a big event. It was called the Minds.com. What the hell is it called? It's just like Minds Fest or something, And oh, solid. Your channel got deleted. Why? That sucks. That's a bummer. I hope that doesn't happen to me. I'm trying to stay neutral. Yeah, it was Minds Fest. It was Alex Jones. It was Brian Callen. It was well, no, it wasn't Alex Stein. It was Destiny, Jack Posobiec, Libby from Post Millennial, a bunch of different political people debating about stuff. The guy who transitioned all those KKK people to become like not racist, he was there. That black guy, can't remember his name, but it was very fun. And there's all the debates are on the internet. You can go look them up. Minds.com debates. Destiny's Rumble and YouTube channel has all that stuff. But yeah, Alex Jones was crazy. I was like, he was there the day before because Tim Pool had an event. Tim Pool had a big event for Minds. I wonder if I can pull it up. Yeah, let me actually do that quick. Here, let me find this one. I have to add a new scene, window capture. Oh no. I can just do this because we're gonna talk about Kotaku in a second. But in the meantime, I just want to pull up. What was that called again? Alex Jones. Well, let's go to my Twitter. Minds event. I'll pull up a picture. It was back a little while ago. I've just been shit posting on Twitter lately, guys. It's fun. You know what I mean? Kind of the point of Twitter these days. Like here's my Ryan Gosling. I'm gonna do an AI stream, by the way, coming up soon. Not this week. I was gonna do it tonight. Unfortunately, I'm still learning this software, and I don't want to like be frustrated while I'm doing it. But all this, look at this guy. It's my new Sigma Mail meme template that I've invented. I gotta find the Alex Jones one. It's way back. But no, AI is addicting. I just constantly look at this AI Gary with a pizza in the background, pineapple pizza. Here's AI Gary as a Jedi. Oh, I just gotta go to my photo with Alex Jones. I just want to find it. Oh, this is my favorite. Look at this one. It's Justin Trudeau turning homeless people gay. That was the prompt, and somehow it came up with him putting a pride flag on a homeless guy. I don't know, guys. Very fun. Very fun. Let me go to the thing with the thing. It was right before all this AI stuff. Here it is. Well, here's some of the pictures I took. You know, here's the event. This was the well, yeah, it was our event, Minds Fest. The day before, Tim Pool, like you can see Ian right here. Ian to the right of Destiny. He's from Tim Pool's show. Tim Pool had an event the day before, and then some of those guys stayed for this one. But uh-oh. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Turn the desktop audio up a little bit. Oh no, I can't figure that out. But this is my picture with him. There's your boy with Alex Jones. And I was kind of in a hurry. I didn't really have time to like prepare to take a picture. But dude was like walking around, drinking, grabbing drinks, talking to people. And I just said, "Hey, Alex, do you want to?" I said, "Hey, Alex, what did I say? Fuck. I said, "Hey, Alex, you got to come back on Friday Night Tights, man. We all want you back. We loved you on Friday Night Tights." And he was like, "Hell yeah, brother. I'll be back there." And then he just walked away. And that was the extent of my interaction with Alex Jones. But it was fun because like it was like oh my god, it was like a 7-hour long event. Here's Peter Boghossian. I love this guy. Peter Boghossian is really cool. But I was like this guy here, like I was the camera guy. I was taking all the video. No, I was one of the camera people. And I was working with the Kino Corner, who's my other, like I'm doing work for him at the moment on YouTube, and we were doing the live stream. So we set up the cameras to do the live stream. So that's why I was there. And then I got to meet all these people. I met Alex Stein. I met Luke Gradowski. I haven't had a chance. I was supposed to connect with Luke and Alex and try and see if they need some editing work. But I've been very busy since I got back, and I'm going to do that this week, later this week, and see what's going on, you know. But that was just interesting, you know. If you go to these events, you never know. You might be able to network with, like, if you're a thumbnail artist or something, go pitch your ideas, and you know, that's what I did. Oh, and then I went to an after party with Brian Callen, Michael Malice, Sav from The Blaze. A bunch of different people were there. I can't remember who was there exactly, but Brian Callen's hilarious. He's a funny comedian. But yeah, anyway, that was fun. But I wanted to go back to the Kotaku thing. We'll talk about this in a second. Let me put this back down. Oh, my background is also artificial intelligence generated, by the way. This cafe. Yeah, so when I do my AI stream, we'll talk about how I do all this stuff. And I'm just reading chat for a second. I used to attend university when... Oh, what's up, Chris Kohler? Were you at the first one? Didn't I meet you at one of these? Oh, I can't remember. I know who you are. I can't remember who I met at these events. Maybe the only redeeming feature of PSU at the time? Oh, Boghossian, yeah. Peter Boghossian. But yeah, the Bud Light turning the frogs gay, Alex Jones. Yeah, Alex Stein did this thing where when the stream started, I don't know if they got it on camera. Do you guys watch that Tim Pool event? When they first started, Alex Stein pulls out a Bud Light can, right? And he goes, oh, wait, actually, watch this. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on a second. I gotta find. Trying to find an image quick. Here it is. Da da da. Da 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 da. Look at this giant gay can of light beer that sucks. I'm gonna give it to the guy behind me. Watch. This gay guy behind me is gonna be drinking Bud Light. There we go. Where's his table? There we go. But anyway, Alex Stein took a Bud Light thing and it was gonna drink it, and then he pulled his pants down and poured it like on his ass or something. It was hilarious. I don't know if the cameras picked that up because we were having audio, or they were. I wasn't doing that one. They were having. Tim Pool's team screwed up bad with the audio. We were great. We were great with video audio stuff. But yeah, funny situations. But yeah, all these events I like to go because I like to try to straddle the what's the analogy I'm looking for? I'm trying not to sound gay. I like to straddle the line between politics and entertainment is what I'm trying to say. I like to do some of these politics events and meet, network with some of these people. That's how I met Nuance Bro and a couple other people, Kino Corner. And then the entertainment stuff was streaming. I prefer to do the entertainment stuff because it's more fun to talk about. The politics stuff gets a little bit repetitive. Everyone's saying the same thing. Yeah, everybody has the same political takes they have, 5 years ago, basically. Some people are kind of played out a little bit, in my opinion, in this space. So it kind of bores me a little bit, some of the politics stuff. But I don't know. I try to do both because you can meet people and network. Anyway, so that was that. I saw a movie in theaters recently. I'm going to see Boo is Afraid, and I'm going to see Guardians this weekend. So Guardians of the Galaxy comes out this weekend. Everybody, who's here going to see it? You guys going to watch it in theaters? I am. Beau is Afraid is that Joaquin Phoenix A24 movie that is very polarizing. I can't wait to watch it, though. I'm excited. Abortion bad. What's that from? I'm pro-life, Chris. I don't know if that's going to be a problem. I'm not going to start a debate, but however, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The trans stuff was big this year. Everybody's talking about trans. Now that's like the new thing, the new culture war topic in politics. But, oh, okay. Well, there you go. But yeah, I'm going to see that this weekend. Let's pull this article up. Hold on. Oh yeah, I was gonna say this is my artificial intelligence background. I just told it to generate like a cyberpunk cafe with low lighting and like I can't remember all the different details I gave it, but it generated this cool background. Now my thing about AI is I'm gonna start. Now I'm saying this, but it's much harder than it looks. I want to make a comic book with AI, and I'm not talking about. What I'm trying to say is I want to use AI to help me write my comic book, and because it gets into controversy where you're like, oh, you're not going to pay an artist? No, I will pay an artist eventually, but if I want to do story, I can't draw, and I like to storyboard, so it might help me out a little bit, and then I can be like, yo, artist, do your version of this cafe, and then they can do their own version and then the artist can have their own consistency in the style, because artificial intelligence is hard to have a consistent style. It's very difficult. All that stuff we'll talk about. Like I said, it's not an AI stream. We're going to talk about Kotaku being hilarious. Now, everybody else is talking about this too. I have an interesting deep dive we can go into, and then later we're going to bring up the writer's strike. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that later. This is just a chill stream, guys. If you want to. If you want to talk about Nintendo and stuff, you can hang out with me and the writer's strike. If not, there's other streams going on. I get it. Like I said, I'm probably gonna do a Wednesday consistent stream going forward, or Monday, and I'll let you know because those are the 2 days people don't do streams usually, or early on Wednesday, like 8 p.m. or 7. Well, here we go. By the way, you guys know who Ethan Gack is? Ethan Gack. This guy. Senior reporter at Kotaku. Oh, the Bud Light's in the background. Let me get rid of the Bud Light. Stupid. Yeah, this guy is the guy, same guy here. Let me find it. This is the guy that went after Dr. Disrespect for doing a Chinese accent. And he called it, Dr. Disrespect calls criticism of his mock Chinese accent laughable. Yeah, and Ethan Gack was like all over his ass. Because Doc likes to do this thing where he speaks Chinese to people or his made up version of the language. Like he does that. I just made it, you know. And they're like, you're racist, Doc. And Doc went off on him. Doc just roasted his ass. That video is somewhere on YouTube. You can find it. But this is Ethan Gack. He's a dumbass. We go back to this one. He goes, it's preview day for Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. A huge game I would love for Kotaku to be able to inform its millions of readers about firsthand. Sure. Makes sense. Unfortunately, Nintendo has it blacklisted from its advanced coverage. A move I would argue is both unprofessional and coercive. All right, so that's the extent of the context that he gives. Okay. I think some of you guys probably already know what happened. Oh my God, excuse me. Get a drink. Here's the problem. Okay. I have it up here somewhere. Which one is it? Here it is. Okay, actually what I'm going to show you is this, because this guy, you go back to this is the original article, because guess what? They changed it. This is the problem that Nintendo had with Kotaku that everybody... It's obvious. Nintendo didn't say this is the problem, but it's obvious. Hold on a second. Can you hear this? Maybe not. It's not important to hear this. But I wanted to show you where it says the original article. Okay. So the guy captured this in the video. Look at this. Read this sentence. Read this sentence, guys. Hey, real quick. If you're a Nintendo lawyer or employee, just don't read this. It was a silly mistake. Ignore this blog. You can go now. Okay, everyone else. That was the first sentence in the fucking article. Okay? What are they expecting? They're invoking lawyers and shit in the fucking beginning of the... Now, the reason why, I don't know if you saw the title was this. Let me go back to it. Metroid Dread is already running great on Switch emulators. Okay. Now, I have the real article right here. And it was edited. It was edited after. And I'll show you that in a second. So, they didn't delete the article. It's still up, by the way. It's still up. By the way, Asmongold has a really good breakdown of this. Asmongold has just an incredible breakdown of this whole thing. And I agree with all his points. But here's what's going on. Only days after release, only days, by the way, this is October 9th, days after, like less than a week after it released, they're saying that it's running great in 4K on an emulator. And then they go into this whole article. Now, in the old, let's go back to this one. In the original article, they linked, find it here. They linked at the top here, you can see this, via the popular Yuzu open source emulator. Okay, so they linked the emulator in the article. Now, let's talk, chat, before we get into this for a second. Let me explain something. Okay, let me explain something. I need to read chat because I want to know what you guys are saying. Because Asmongold was getting stupid people pushing back on what he was saying, and I don't understand where they're coming from. So let me find the chat. Okay, millions of readers. Yeah, millions of readers. Well, that's what they're claiming. But what do you guys think about this? I'm just gonna say emulators are not a problem right off the bat. Okay, emulators are not a I don't have an unethical. If you just say yes or no, are emulators bad? I don't have an unethical response to give you. I think generally speaking, they're good for gaming. However, if you're talking about whether or not they're, like, people are saying it's not piracy. I've seen comments on Twitter go viral, and people are saying emulators are not piracy. All this stuff, and they're getting into like the legality of it and all that. Look, here's the problem. The game just released like a week earlier, and they're already in an article written by a game journalist on Kotaku is promoting emulators, which means essentially don't buy the game, go play the emulated version. It's better. So that's exactly what they're saying. Exactly what they're saying. Now, nobody likes Nintendo. We can agree on that. In terms of Nintendo, well, I love Nintendo, but I don't like Nintendo corporate, okay? Nobody likes Nintendo corporate. They're scumbags. However, that doesn't mean... Now, Kotakus are scumbags also. So you can't just use that as an argument. It's a stupid argument. If you're like, Nintendo's scummy, I side with Kotaku. No, I'm not saying that about... I don't like Kotaku. I'm not siding with Nintendo because I hate Kotaku. I'm looking at what they're doing here, which is play this game without buying it a day or two after it comes out, and they link the freaking emulator in the thing, in the article. They took it out, by the way. Here's what they said. Update. Per request by Nintendo, we have updated the article to generally reassert that Kotaku does not promote or encourage piracy. An earlier version of the story was understood by many readers to be a direct suggestion to illegally download this just-released game. We regret this interpretation and apologize, as the original article did not meet our editorial standards. So they kind of admitted to it, but for some reason, they kept it. The article still exists. They could have just deleted. Now, this is why he's like, we're blacklisted. Nintendo's blacklisted us. Okay, this is we're all at this point. I think everybody's understands why this is the case. There's other issues with Kotaku and Nintendo. You can also bring this one up. Let me find it. I have another couple. Where's the other one? No, dude. Bunch of. Look at this. Kotaku's just stupid. Okay. Here's one. There's a lot of reasons to blacklist Kotaku, okay? They're talking about playing Animal Crossing with a butt plug. Okay? It's Kotaku. All right, guys? And he's like, Luke Plunkett, whoever this guy is. We're at that stage. Who's we, buddy? Who's we? We are now entering the Animal Crossing butt plug stage of 2020. Whole article about how to do it, what it feels like, what the fuck is going on. I mean, if I saw this, and Nintendo, I don't know if this came into their, I don't know if they know about this, but I wouldn't want people to be playing my games with butt plugs or encouraging it. Like, fuck Kotaku. I mean, this is also a kid's game. Like, what are they doing? So to me, in my opinion, I just think Kotaku is like bad faith in every single thing that they do. And all of their articles have this stupid politicized, almost all of them. Everything's political. Everything's trying to like push back against corporations. Don't buy their games. Use emulators. Ha ha ha. Join the Communist Party. Ha ha ha. It's like, it's so cringe. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I want to, I'm kind of insinuating that the reason why they're talking about emulators is because they're fucking commies and they want everything for free and they don't give a shit about capitalists and, Nintendo making money. To me, that checks out and that lines up. I mean, why else would a journalist promote piracy and not paying for a game that was just released? What do you guys think? I want to read chat for a second. There's other things going on with this, but let me find What do you think? Oh, let me get back to my... This whole thing is embarrassing. Like, he didn't provide context in the tweet either. Like, he didn't do any context. This is it. Clearly, he knows why they're blacklisting him. But he's like, oh, I'm not going to tell anybody because that would make us look bad. You know? Anal Mall Crossing. How about the new article where they're covering all the... What's that? Oh, Tears of the Kingdom leaks? Dude, they're probably doing it out of spite at this point. They were butthurt that they didn't get an early access code. Maybe. Oh, yeah, of course they are. I mean, that's what he says. Oh, look, I think journalists should have early access codes. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I am comfortable with giving media access to early game content so that, generally speaking, if I'm hyped for a game, I want to play it day one. I want to be involved in the immediacy of the conversation. I'm not one of those people who are like, man, maybe I'll get it on sale 6 months from now. No, I personally, I kind of like to be involved in like the zeitgeist of like what everybody's talking about. Discovering parts of the game as everybody else is discovering parts of the game. That's what's fun about Elden Ring. That was so much fun when everybody was playing it at the same time. Okay. And you're like, yo, did you get to this part yet? And I was like, no, but I found this cool like side boss up in this tower. And like my one friend's like, dude, what are you talking about? I told him where to go. And like, that's the fun of video games, guys. Like, and the whole point I'm trying to make about this is that if I want to buy a game, I kind of want to know if it's playable or if it's good before the game comes out, like on day one. So that's why I'm okay with journalists kind of getting review copies. You know, that makes sense. Do you guys agree? Noba fan says, why support emulation? I believe it's only piracy if you can buy it legally at a fair price. That's interesting. Okay, hold on a second. Let me read that again. Oh, Elden Ring was one of the best gaming experiences. Dude, I agree. Noba fan says, wait, Alex Moore, damn all of these streams to listen later at work. Yeah, dude, you can hop around. I don't hold people hostage on my stream. I just think it's, I try to offer a chill vibe atmosphere, with some Mario underwater themes for y'all. And anyway, I don't care. You can watch it later if you want. Here's the other thing. I was going to go back to this. YouTubers and content creators already serve that purpose? Yeah, I agree, Ethan. I agree. I mean, to be fair, I think not every single not 100% of journalists are terrible. That would be unrealistic. That would be like a cultist kind of mentality. Every single journalist ever is corrupt. No, most of them are, but not all of them. But yeah, most generally speaking, I want YouTubers to get early review copies so they can put videos out. I don't really care. I don't read Kotaku. Sometimes I'll read IGN. Let me think about this. Sometimes I'll read IGN. I honestly don't read many reviews anymore. I watch, kind of watch them on YouTube. YouTubers like ACG and Skill Up and, Angry Video Game Nerd. No. I mean, Angry Joe sometimes. Okay, Nova says, I mean, it's only piracy if you can buy it and choose to get it illegally. Okay, so here's maybe you're saying it's only ethical, because I feel like piracy is just the idea of playing something for free without having to pay for it, regardless of anything. Isn't that kind of what piracy is? Just stealing it and watching it or playing it for free? Because here's the deal. You could say, oh, they charged me $70 to play this 4-hour-long game, right? Let's say some indie game comes out, or some game comes out, trying to think of a game that's like 4 hours long. Well, back in the day, have you ever played Onimusha? The first Onimusha was like 4 hours tops, and it was like $60, guys. It was full price. I kind of understand if someone's like, that's too much money. I'd rather play it for free or wait for a sale. Like, that makes sense to me. However, it's still piracy if you do it. You know what I mean? And generally speaking, I don't think games are horribly priced. I think they're pretty much, you know what I mean, what they should be. Sometimes they're, you know, it's debatable, but I think you should be able to play a game and pay for it. If it's hard to say, because this is such a what we're talking about here has nothing to do with what Kotaku did, because what Kotaku did is Metroid Dread, days after it released, telling everybody to go pirate it. And it's like they shouldn't, as a journalist website, they have an ethical standard to uphold, and they're not doing that, you know? I don't think content creators either should be like, hey, go pirate a brand new game that just came out. Like, that's... Now, if we're talking about other stuff, like, Journey, like, if you're saying, for example, let me just say this. Somebody wants to play. Okay, we'll just do Onimusha. If somebody wants to play Onimusha 1, 2, 3, 4, and Sony decides that they're not going to put it on the PlayStation Store, and they're just like, fuck you, gamers. We're not going to do a backwards compatible. And then let's say the only way for you to play it is to buy a PS2, and then buy the game. But let's say the games are expensive because of fucking scalpers and people in the collecting, collecting old video games. You know, skyrocket prices now, up to like $100 for a copy of a brand new copy of Onimusha, which is what happened to me. I bought a brand new sealed copy of Tenshu Wrath of Heaven on PS2, $120. Now, I bought it to collect it, and I put it in a little, I'm doing it for like a collector's item / maybe in the future PS2 games are going to be valuable. I don't know. We're going to collect it. But in these cases where you can't afford to go buy a PS2, just emulate the stupid game. It doesn't matter, you know. And if I was the game developer, and if some kid was like, if I was in a cafe and overheard some kid crying, going, I want to play Mega Man 3, I can't afford it. It's an old game. I would be like, dude, just emulate it. If I was the developer, I would be like, I would much rather have them play my game than not play it. You know what I mean? I would be like, yo, it's okay, buddy. I don't care. Just emulate my game. Or watch my movie. You know, like, for example, a lot of foreign directors have very bad distribution, and they don't get a lot of their movies, you know, unless it's on streaming. Some of them don't hit DVD. Some of them, like especially older movies, you can't even find them anymore. You have to pay hundreds of dollars on for like a random like Criterion or Kino version, you know, of the movie. And it's just like, if I was a director, I would just want you to pirate it and watch my movie, you know. It's complicated, but that's not really what the conversation is. But here, anyway, let me go back to this article. Oh, wait, let me find... What are you guys saying? Hold on, let me go back to the chat. Some want a physical collection. Yeah, there's a bunch of... Guys, I should do a whole stream about this, honestly, with a panel, because it might be fun. We might get into arguments. It might be entertaining. Breath of the Wild you can find and defeat Ganon in 30 minutes. Yeah, but that game is not overpriced. That game is massive content. Oh gosh, I'm just late. Hey, what's up? What's up, Summers? No big deal. We're just talking about gaming. 10 years from now, when you can't find a physical copy and they won't release it. Of course. On the eStore. Yeah, that's what I was saying about the PlayStation thing. Like, if they don't have it on backwards compatibility, then I don't care if you pirate a game. Some of them won't allow their films to U.S. market. Yeah, there's all kinds of problems with that stuff. Like pirating movies, to me, I used to do it all the time. And that's because I couldn't find them anywhere. And it's just like, if I want to watch a movie, like an early Kurosawa movie that isn't like mainstream, like, you know, distributed by Criterion or something. If I want to watch like one of his movies, I can't watch it. Otherwise, I'm going to steal it. That's my options. Don't watch it or steal it. Well, I'm going to steal it. But you know what I mean? Like, now this is all in Minecraft, by the way. All I'm talking about, I live in Minecraft. I'm a VTuber. I live in the world of Minecraft. So none of what I'm saying applies to you people. But yeah, anyway. It's a problem. It's a problem. I get it. But please, this is what I wanted to say. Don't just like be that guy who's like, because I know people like this. Oh God, I know people like this. They're like, oh, I hate Nintendo. Fuck Nintendo. I hope they lose money. I don't care if anybody pirates their games. They're billionaires. They make too much money. It's not going to hurt them. All those arguments to me are like basic bitch, like high school Zoomer quality arguments. It's like, yeah, what you're saying might be true, but if you have no standards, like, would you say the same about a small indie company game? Would you? And a lot of these people would be like, yeah, I don't care, because in deep down in their brain, they just want free stuff. Deep down inside, they think everything should be free, and to me, that's unrealistic. Like for example, everyone's like, oh, people were pirating that Mario movie that leaked on Twitter, and everybody watched it. It's like, I had a guy who was like, good, fuck Nintendo. And I'm like, dude, if you like Nintendo, you should want them to make money on the Mario movie. And he's like, no, fuck them, they have enough money. I'm like, well, if people like you were the majority, they would lose money and never make another Mario movie because it's not profitable. And then it's your fault that this guy liked the movie too. He's brain dead. He's like, I like the movie, but I hope they don't make any more of them. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. I think people should like value ethical standards more often. Who cares if the company's wealthy? It's still their product, and the developers who worked on the game deserve to hit those milestone records, sales records and stuff. Like all that stuff matters if we want more of those games, especially if the games are good. If you like a game, you should pay for it. I'm going to buy all the From Software games I can. I just pre-ordered the collector's edition. Let me show you this haul. Let me show you this. Hold on, I got to find it. I pre-ordered this bad boy. Find it. Oops, here it is. Oh, here it is. I just pre-ordered this thing. This is From Software, Armored Core. Okay, Armored Core. See if I can go in for closer. I don't know if I can. Now, to be fair, I didn't actually get this version. I got the one without the hanger in the background, which is like half the price. It's still like $200. But I got the figure. I got the mech robot and the steel book and the art and the pins and the art print and the vinyl and or whatever, the digital soundtrack. But I support From Software. I'm gonna help them. I like them. I like their work. I'm paying them for it. I'm not cheap. I'm not a communist. I'm not a fucking leech parasite who just wants everything free. Like, please don't be. That's gay. It's extremely gay. Capcom, same thing. I buy all their games. I buy all I don't buy collector's editions because they're expensive, but this one I had to. Look at this thing. I stopped giving money to EA. Well, it's fine. EA is scummy, and you know what? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Are you saying that you still play EA games, but you just like emulate them? I don't know, because I don't care if anybody stops playing games from a company they hate. That makes complete sense. I personally don't do that. If an EA game comes out that I'm playing golf right now, PGA Tour. I like it. It had horrible launch, but they fixed some of the issues. I hate it. I hate EA. I just I wanted to play the golf game on the PS5, so I got it. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like, and then by the way, Kotaku, look at this. I have a collection of all their horrible. Here's another one. This is why Kotaku is shitty, and basically why I'm not gonna say why they should be blacklisted from gaming in general, but maybe they should be, because look at this shit that they keep. Look at all this nonsense that nobody gives a shit about. Stray falls into usual Orientalism pitfalls of the cyberpunk genre, appropriating Asian aesthetics. It's like, now we can't make games anymore that have Asian aesthetics unless it's, dude, I read this article. It's so flimsy and shallow in its criticisms. But I'm not going to read the whole thing right now. It's so stupid. But they keep doing this. They keep having, here's another one. Hogwarts Legacy gets animal rescue all wrong. Everything is politically motivated. Capturing and breeding and harvesting animal byproducts is a far cry from the animal rescue I know. Does anybody know what you do in this game? It's embarrassing that this is their actual take. I'll tell you what. In this game, there's poachers that are running around killing all the wildlife because they have magical properties and you can sell their whatever. They poach them and they make money off of them. And your character rescues these little things in a bag, takes them out of the wild, and puts them in like an animal sanctuary inside of your magical castle. And it has like a portal to this other dimension. It's like an animal sanctuary portal. And you put them there, and when you pet them and when you feed them, they drop food items and they drop like RPG items for your character and stuff. But they're saying that harvesting animals byproducts, that's the terminology they have. You're not harvesting anything. You pet them on the head and they give you like I can't remember what it is. They give you like a potion recipe or something for the game. There's no harvesting. Okay? And breeding is encouraged by almost every anybody who I know who breeds animals, like the whole animal community, like rescue community, it's encouraged because that's the whole point of saving the species. Anyway, stupid article. This is Kotaku again. And then here's another one. 15, what's this one? Oh, this is the stupid goblins are anti-Semitic one. 15 hours with Hogwarts Legacy's magical surface rotten core. Let me go back to my chat. Dead Space Remake is the first time I've given money to EA. Well, that's fair. Yeah, it's better to have PETA-style rescue where you take dogs from people and delete them. Yeah, exactly. It's rage bait. It's exactly what it is, Deadhouse. It's rage bait. But like, look at that. It's bullshit. Here's another one. We need to start holding Japanese RPGs to higher standards. Okay. Whole article shitting on Square Enix for having too many white European characters in their in their games. Okay? Whole ass article complaining about it. And it's like these people have the nerve to go and like criticize the Japanese about how their own like artistic expression, their own cultural their own cultural, like how they want to tell stories, Everybody tells stories. Not everybody should tell the same exact fucking story. Can you imagine how boring it would be if everyone's like, you gotta have one Chinese guy, you gotta have one Native American, you gotta have one Hispanic, you gotta have one white male, you gotta have one trans male, and then, can you imagine if every story was like that? Holy fuck. God. And they said this about, this is the same criticism that what's-her-face got with The Witcher. She's like, the reason why we have race swapped is so that everybody can see themselves at all times. No, It's such a dumb argument. I feel like it's getting played out, and I feel like people don't even care anymore about that. It's like, anyway, so they're shitting all over Japan and Square Enix. I think Square Enix honestly has them blacklisted too, from what I was reading. So no wonder. Calling him racist and stuff in articles. Fuck him. Fuck Kotaku. And then you got this one. Okay, this is the worst one ever. Wait, let me go to this. Oh, I already showed the animal butt plug one. Look at this stupid bullshit. Street Fighter's queer stereotypes kept me in the closet. This is Maddie Myers, who I met at E3 back in, like, right after she posted this article, by the way. I actually ran into her at E3. I was doing work down there for a YouTuber, and I was in the journalist, like, backstage area doing on my computer. And she sits down next to me, and a bunch of Kotaku people sit down next to me, and, like, she's bragging about this article she just wrote. She's like, yeah, telling me about how Jury is this almost like evil depiction of, like, of a lesbian. And she's like, the whole article is about how, like, oh, they depict lesbians and bisexual people always as, like, the bad guy, or like this. Look, Jury was just so sexual. Blah, 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 blah. Bisexual characters are often presented as being oversexed, predatory, and out of control. Like, this, guys, this is Street Fighter, okay? And like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, guys. I would comment on this article, but it's been like 4 years since I've actually read it. I can't remember what my issues were with it. But you can go read it. It's so stupid. And then she said that it, like, psychologically traumatized her to the point where she, like, didn't want to come out to people because she's like, oh, video game character lesbians are evil, and they're gonna think that I'm evil because this game character is evil. These people are actually retarded, and they're demanding that Capcom and Nintendo and give us early access copies so we can tell you how homophobic your fucking game is. Yeah, okay. So stupid. I can't even believe that these are real articles. I can't even believe it. I just gave you like 7 examples, right? Off the top of my head. Because I remembered all these ones. There's a bunch more, guys. But fuck Kotaku, okay? They should go out of business, in my opinion. What's chat saying? Oh, hey, somebody gave me... Oh, hey, what's up, Carlos? Imagine the amount of ad space in Street Fighter 6. Are they doing ads? I can't remember. I don't think... I can't remember if they're doing that. Well, I'm hyped for Street Fighter 6. I hope they don't do ads. That would be annoying. Hey, Left Eye. What's up, Left Eye? Oh, thanks for the... thank you, buddy. He says, great stream. Yeah, but I'm just kind of... I wanted to vent about this, and I was like, I might as well do it on stream. Appreciate it. If a game can keep you in the closet, you've got bigger problems. Yes! You idiots. Look at this. What? Look at this. Oh my god, look at this. Last year, I'm just reading the first paragraph. Last year during Pride Month, I wrote about my own queer reading a Street Fighter V tutorial. Let me go to this one. Street Fighter V tutorial has me convinced Ryu and Ken hooked up. No. Okay, let me continue that article for a second. I had to... I got... Which features Ken and Ryu fighting, in my opinion? In the same year, then, I've been thinking about the character Jury, who is the closest games get to having a canonical bisexual character. Yeah, okay. That's not true at all. You'd think I would prefer to sing the praises. Can't you do... Wait. Couldn't you date any character you wanted in Mass Effect as Commander Shepard and, like, other games where you could be bisexual? What the fuck is wrong with this person? Anyway. You'd think it would prefer to sing the praises of a character who has lines in the game in which she indisputably flirts with both male and female characters. Why wouldn't I celebrate that? Instead of digging for queer subtext in a tutorial about 2 straight male characters, shouldn't I relate more to the queer female? Well, and the whole article, she's like, no, because she's depraved. Fuck these people. Anyway, I can't even believe this is an article. Look at this. I can't believe this is an article. I never heard of this one before. Street Fighter V tutorial has me convinced Ryu. The tutorial has her convinced that they're gay. Okay. Not gonna read it, but this has got to be some fan fiction, delusional hope or some bullshit. I'm not even gonna read it. I'm not gonna give it any more clicks. I clicked on it twice. I feel horrible. What the hell is going on, guys? What is going on, chat? I pirated a lot of Japan 2 PS2 games, and also this article gives me a headache. Yes. The Oscars are being unartistic. Yeah, that's true. It is affecting games a lot. Tripling, he's RPGs now. You won't see a sex selection that's body 1 or body 2. Yeah, that's true. The RPG stuff is being what butt plug on the screen right now. Get out of this. This is my thing that I ordered. Armored Core Guys looks amazing, by the way. I'm excited for it. Looks incredible. Look at this game. By the way, a lot of this is gameplay, by the way. I just had to play a little bit of that. I'm excited for it. But because like mech games are kind of dead, so this one might be, especially because it's from Software, and it comes out this year in August. Huh, can't wait. But like, yeah, what the hell is going on, guys? I'm tired of it. And then we have like hold on, so I was just reading something. Anyway, I'm done talking about the bottom line is they should be blacklisted. Fuck them. And I know people were talking about the Gary Bowser thing, or not Gary. Is his name Gary Bowser? About Nintendo making this guy pay for the rest of his life, and everyone, a lot of people are upset about it. Personally, I think the guy's a scumbag, and I don't really care, because not only was he selling software to pirate games and as like a criminal enterprise for 10 years, and then he like was doing this for years and years and years, and helping the company do all this bullshit. And then not only was he doing that, which like, okay, you got caught, maybe, you know, go to jail for a year, whatever the punishment is. However, dude was selling like 3DS like software, like ransomware. I can't get into it. There's too many. I don't know. I was reading an article about, but basically the guy was selling ransomware and bricking people's consoles so that he would have a monopoly over like their 3DS pirating, like modding community. And like this guy made like $300,000 doing it over the course of however many years. The company's made millions off of it. All the shit, I don't give a shit. That guy's a scumbag. Fuck him. Also, I think piracy like that should probably be discouraged, because a lot of developers are not like mainstream like Nintendo developers where they're well off. Like a lot of them need the games to sell really well in order to like make a profit. I don't know. I also think it's complicated. I just think it should be discouraged, but I think people should be able to do it at the same time. I don't, it's a hard thing to talk about. But anyway, I'm not going to get back into it because I kind of forget that whole story. It's been a couple weeks. But here's another one I want to bring up. We'll talk about in a second, actually. Yeah, dude, he was so straight up. They were bricking people's consoles and they were fucking with their people and stuff. Like it's right here. It's right here. Let me do this. It's right here. Here it is. I'll just show you quick. Actually, I'm gonna go get a drink and we'll watch this because the guy explains it really well. So we'll just watch this for a second. I was gonna do here. Look, I have a Be Right Back screen. Watch. But I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna go back to my. I will watch this while I go get my drink. But the one time I made that be right back screen because the one time I played something and when I came back, my stream was taken down because somebody. Do you remember that? Were you guys here for that? Where my stream my John Wick stream got taken down on like we were just watching a clip of a Donnie Yen action martial arts movie. So now I'm paranoid about it, but I think this is fine because it's just some guy on YouTube. I'll just be gone for like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. 1 second. Oh, let me pull this up because this is why the guy was kind of scummy.
3DS. So this big known XOS. So
hold on a second. Let me find the.
They've also been caught on several occasions stealing GPL code like Atmosphere, which is a customized firmware for the Nintendo Switch, which they used in their own paid proprietary version called SXOS. So obviously stealing somebody's code and then claiming it as your own, and more importantly, stealing FOSS code, stealing GPL code, and putting it into a paid proprietary project is a big no-no, and that's very scummy. It completely goes against the spirit of the hacking and homebrew community, and of course is also illegal since this is a legal software license that's being violated. And they've also tried to break GPL again by bribing a RetroArch dev to make an OpenGL-enabled build of RetroArch exclusive to the Team Executor hardware. But probably the worst thing of all that Gary's been involved in is the Gateway 3DS. So this was a flash cart for the Nintendo 3DS made by Gateway, which was another group that Gary Bowser was involved in. So this lets you do a few different things. Like there's legitimate use cases for this. Like I believe you were able to store a whole bunch of different games just on one card. So that's obviously a use case where somebody could have been using this so-called piracy hardware, but they're not actually pirating anything. They're buying games legitimately, and then they're all just storing them all on one card for the sake of convenience. But this also allowed you to play pirated games and to also mod games for the 3DS. But the team that developed this add-on card also implemented a pretty sinister form of DRM into it. Basically, if you tried using a knockoff version of a gateway cart, then this gateway cart would inject a virus into your console in order to brick it. And what's worse about this is the way that it was written, it would brick people's consoles who had both a legit gateway cart and a knockoff one. And they also did the same thing with SXOS on the Nintendo Switch if you tried to load a pirated copy of that. So this is not some kind of software bug that was put in there by accident. This is something that they intentionally put on the device to try and have a monopoly over 3DS mods and piracy, and to force people to pay for their pirated software, which again was using code stolen from GPL projects to begin with. Now, I do think that the fines and the jail time is ultimately pretty ridiculous, especially when you read into the indictment and the court documents, because the whole reason why Gary is being punished is not for screwing over the developer and not for bricking people's game consoles, but because Nintendo claims they've lost like $65 million as a result of these projects over the years, which is kind of hard to prove because, like I said, a lot of people that are pirating games, they probably wouldn't have played those games anyway. So you can't just count every single pirated game that's out there, oh, that's a loss of revenue. There's plenty of bullshit games that we all know people would not really pay for or would not really play if they had to actually pay retail price for it. And I'm sure that a lot of people probably wouldn't have even bought the Nintendo Switch in the first place if
I just wanted to like mod. You know, a lot of people didn't know about that part, and they were like, all he's doing is pirating games or something. So, but anyway, oh guys, this is sick. I can't show this to you. I'll take a picture. But my brother got the Halo Infinite Collector's Edition, and it came with a plasma rifle bottle cap opener, and it's extremely high quality. Got my bottle cap open just now. Drinking a sour beer. Anyway, The other topic I wanted to touch on tonight was this. Let me put this back. Here we go. The writer's strike. And like, I'll be honest, I don't know much about this, but here's what's happening. Hollywood Writers Guild, whatever, 11,000 people or so, 11,500. They're all going on strike. They unionize. They think they're saying they're having all these issues with pay and consistent work and all this stuff. And what's happening is the Writers Guild of America went on strike earlier today. Which means, oh, actually, I can show you this. Let me go back. I'll go back to this in a second. It means, oh, this is a cool video, guys. I made it for myself, but I'll put that on my YouTube channel probably tomorrow. But here's where's it at? Oh, look at this. Late night shows shut down immediately after strike is called. All these people are gone. All their shows are done. Do you guys know about this? Now, it's going to be temporary. But fuck them, you know? Here's the problem. Oh, I was like, unions are gay. Wait, Jimmy Kimmel's quitting? Unions are based. Let me go back to that article thingy-majig that I was talking about. Oh, here it is. Adam Conover, he writes for Netflix. He has a show, Adam Ruins Everything. His podcast, stand-up comedian. He says, incredibly proud of how transparent our union is. In the WGA West strike announcement, we included a list of all proposals. Okay? Read it yourself. It explains in black and white why we're forced to go on strike. So we could talk about this generally speaking, because I'm very illiterate when it comes to like contracts and all this, whatever the fuck. Some of this stuff, I don't know. I would trust like an industry person, maybe like Chris Gore or somebody to have a better take on it. But from what I understand, the general vibe that I'm getting, and I can talk about this, I think, is writers are becoming less and less relevant in terms of what their prior output was versus like what the standard is going forward. And Hollywood and the what's this called? The ATMPT, which is oh fuck, what the hell is the name of this thing? The American something about, oh, what the heck is this? AMPTP. The heck is this? It stands for something. I'm trying to remember what it stands for. Something to do with basically all it is like Comcast, Disney, Netflix, Warner, Times, all the big companies. That's what their production thing is. But let me read. I was going to go back to let me keep my chat window open because my other thing. I got to keep this open. Have Ricada go over it. Yeah, I know he probably will. He probably will. Because this is going to go on for a while. Oh, yeah, people are doing 3-hour shows about it. Yeah. I just want to give my 2 cents about it. So, here's what's going on. I want to show you guys some of this stuff because it's kind of embarrassing. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's hard to get closer than this one. Oh, boy. I'll read parts of this. Look at this bullshit, first of all. Oops. Okay. You can't really read this, but these are some of their demands and then some of the counteroffers on the right that the producers were giving. So some of this stuff is like 5% increase in minimum. I don't know. Some of this stuff I'm not privy to. But here, look at this bullshit. Episodic television. Preserving the writer's room. Pre-greenlit rooms. Oh, I wish I could wish I could make this. Oh, I can make this way better. Here we go. Here it is. We're down here. Episodic television. Episodic. Preserving the writer's room. Pre-greenlit rooms, which means a show that hasn't been greenlit yet, they're working on. Minimum staff of 6 writers, including 4 writer-producers. Okay? Oh, we'll talk about that in a second. Oh. And then they rejected the proposal on the right. It says, post-greenlit rooms. 1 writer per episode, up to 6 episodes. Then an additional writer required for each 2 episodes. After 6, up to a max of 12 writers. Example. 8 episodes requires 7 writers, including 4 writer-producers. 10 episodes requires 8 writers, including 5 writer-producers. What I'm getting out of this demand from the Writers Guild is that they just want, regardless of talent or purpose or like reason to be there, they just straight up want a minimum of 6 writers on every single show ever. That's what they're saying here. Minimum pre-greenlit rooms versus post-greenlit rooms. Minimum staff of 6 writers. Minimum. And they're like demanding it. And the producers on the right are like, they rejected the proposal. It's like, they're probably thinking, well, look, a show that hasn't even been greenlit, we're not going to pay writers just to have a minimum quota. That's like a bullshit. That's a stupid. Why would they waste money on that when they don't have to? And then another thing you have to keep in mind, guys, is a lot of these writers, when they say stuff like this, I'm gonna go back to this in a second. Oh, and then they have, hold on, 1 writer per episode, up to 6 episodes, and then 1 additional writer required for each 2 episodes. After 6, up to a max of 12 writers. They're just straight up forcing these producers, or trying to cram as many fucking writers into a room as possible, which generally speaking makes the show terrible and worse. When you have too many cooks in the kitchen, like, what do you expect? The show's going to get canceled. It's just going to cause problems, and then they have to do rewrites and all this bullshit. But they don't give a shit. They just want to have it be employed. They want to be employed. They want to have their money. And they want to be able to live in these nice apartments in LA with now this is the other problem. They're all demanding stuff like this. Let me go back to this. Okay. Let me look at this. We have proposals that would prevent the studio from eliminating the writer's room. They refuse to discuss them. Okay, let me find the other one here. Here we go. We propose that comedy, variety, and daytime writers on streaming have the same pay and protections as they do on television. Instead, they offered us a minimum that would apply to virtually no shows on the air, and they want to start paying you by the day. So daily, so you make a certain amount of money per day, as opposed to weekly or monthly or whatever salary contracts. Here's my take on this. Comedy, where's it at? Comedy and variety and daytime is losing money. Nobody fucking watches this shit anymore. Of course they're going to start paying writers by the day if they're losing money. It's not it would be one thing if oh, this is too big. Hold on a second. It would be one thing if these shows were making a bunch of money and millions of views all the time, and then they suddenly docked their pay for no reason. But we all know that nobody watches fucking Jimmy Kimmel anymore and all these fucking comedy variety shows and daytime writers. Nobody cares about that stuff anymore. But you know what? They don't care about... This is something that leftists do all the time. Regardless of... And this happens in intersectionality too all the time. With the women's pay gap, all this bullshit. Regardless of what kind of viewership numbers they're pulling in, regardless of how many people actually watch the content, these people, these entitled fucking commie LARPers who think that they're important when they're not, they just want to make as much money as possible and then complain about the capitalist system that's giving them the money. And they don't understand like economics. Like they're not, and these are the same people that are like going to Starbucks and wasting, half their day in these stupid stress, let's do a yoga session at noon, and then let's go to Starbucks and have a little talk about the script, and then we're gonna go out for sushi, and then we're gonna, like, all these people, Facebook just fired a bunch of people that were useless. I have another thing here. These are the people, I'm telling you, they're useless, these people. They're useless. A lot of them. And they're acting like they're not useless. Like they're of course they're including people that are not useless in this thing, because there are, objectively speaking, very good writers in Hollywood. And it's true. I mean, I watch a lot of television. Right now I'm obsessed with a show called Succession. It's on HBO. It's fucking incredible. It has some of the best writing I've maybe since Sopranos or Breaking Bad, possibly. Oh, thank you, Carlos. Sounds like they want. I missed that one. Let me go back to it. Sounds like they want to make more She-Hulk episodes. The studios do not want to make more She-Hulk episodes. The studio probably wants to cancel all these shows that people hate, and the writers don't care, and the writers want guarantees even if the show's canceled. Yeah. But I was just saying, for example, I think Succession is an incredible show, and I'm very depressed that shows like Severance is another really good one. Severance on Apple TV. I love it. I think it's amazing. And sadly, that show's already been delayed for other reasons. It's probably going to get delayed even again because of the stupid writer's strike. So shit that I'm actually... I think those writers are legitimately valuable, and they should be paid more if that's what they want. But they're lumping all these no-name random people who are all usually hired because of diversity and inclusivity. They're just like, hey, this is the scenario that's happening in my head. This is how I think it's going. Oh, Mr. Zaslav, or Mr. Mrs. Kennedy, Kathleen. I am a trans black. I'm a trans, First Peoples, disabled, queer, genderqueer writer. I'm not going to give you my portfolio because that would be based on merit, and that is racist and sexist and homophobic. Instead, I'm just going to demand, A, that you hire me based on my fucking how many pronouns I have. B, you're going to pay me for every episode, whether I'm contributing or not to the fucking episode, whether I have good ideas or not. And C, you are going to hire me. You're going to fire all the white people and the straight white men, and you're just going to perpetually do this stupid game where we just hire a bunch of POC people until there's only quotas and nothing based on merit for the rest of eternity, and then you're going to pay us for it. That's what the fuck's happening, guys. I'm sorry. Like, am I wrong? That's how I see it going. It's like that's what they're already doing. They're already hiring these people, and now the studios are like, you're asking for too much money. You're really not that valuable. You're only valuable because you have a fucking penis and you call yourself a girl. That's the only reason why you're valuable, is so we can go, look how many trans people we employ. Woohoo! And then the show sucks because you can't actually write for you can't write anything. And you make up these stupid characters that suck and nobody cares about. Oh, God. Anyway, that was a little bit of a rant, but I wanted to go down to this thing. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Recent major media layoff announcements. Oh, here, it's up here. This is recent, guys. April of 2023, March, February, January. Look at this. BuzzFeed. 15% layoffs. My God. Lionsgate, 3%. EA laid off 800 people. NPR laid off 10% of people. Amazon laid off 9,000 workers. Facebook laid off 10,000 workers. Showtime, Disney, 7,000. They're laying off people because they can't afford to fucking pay them because all their shit is losing money. People are they're tired of the woke stuff. They don't care about daytime television anymore. They just want to watch streaming. Everything is shifting towards this like less profitable industry. So they're laying people off. And now instead of this, what we're looking at here, the writers want the opposite. They want to hire more fucking writers. Where's Amazon? Okay, Amazon, no. What you're supposed to do, instead of laying off 9,000, you're supposed to hire 9,000. And not only that, you're supposed to pay us more money. They have like 6%. They have like these stupid, where's it at? They have like these stupid like clauses up here with like 6% minimum residual basis, all this stuff. So pay us more money, hire more of us, minimum 6 writers for a show that hasn't even been greenlit. It's not even making any money. Got to pay us anyway. And then like they have these demands for per episode thing, regardless of how well the show's doing. Doesn't matter. Does not matter whatsoever. And they have like minimum staff. Here's the other one: duration of employment. Pre-greenlit screen rooms. Minimum staff guaranteed at least 10 consecutive weeks of work. 10 consecutive weeks demanded. Where's it at? For a show that hasn't been greenlit yet, but they're required to spend 10 weeks on it, even if after 2 weeks they're like, this isn't working out. Oops, got to pay them for 8 more weeks regardless. I'm telling you, these people are fucking stupid. And then post-greenlit, writers and staff, look at this one. Writers on staff must get at least 3 weeks per episode. At least. So now they can't. Oh, this is probably to combat crunch. Is that what I'm reading here? Minimum. Okay. Writers on staff for a show that's in production must get minimum 3 weeks per episode. So instead of what I'm assuming is sometimes it takes 3 weeks to write an episode. Sometimes it might take 2 weeks or 1 week. Doesn't matter. They're supposed to stall and postpone it, so there's no crunch whatsoever. If anything, they're probably demanding this much time so they can go on their like Starbucks lunch breaks and shit. Half of the minimum staff must be employed through the production. So again, it's just numbers. It doesn't matter what you're doing. As long as half the staff is employed, they could be sitting there picking their nose. They might write 1 line per episode and just stand there and like play with their fucking, push-up bra because they're a fucking dude and they're wearing a dress for some reason. And they're like, I don't know. I guess maybe like I'll write like a page today and then I'll go do my yoga. But you must keep me employed throughout the entire fucking production regardless. These people are stupid. Stupid. Anyway, and then they want 1 writer employed throughout post-production, which doesn't make any sense. Why would a writer be sitting there when they're editing the show and putting color grading and doing the VFX? Sometimes they might consult a writer and be like, hey, should we add this line of dialogue, blah, blah, blah. But they shouldn't be required to pay a writer to sit there and do nothing. This is the dumbest. Guys, I read this because I kind of think writers are valuable. They're the most valuable team in the industry, in my opinion, because they can make a show horrible or good based on the writing. However, this is retarded. This is so stupid. This is beyond. This is the dumbest thing I've ever read. And you know what's funny? The producers, like, the Disney people, they rejected all their proposals. Look at this. Every proposal, rejected proposal. Refused to make counteroffer, rejected proposal. That's why they're going on strike. So I hope that clears things up for you guys. I had a little bit of a biased version of it. You can watch like Nerdist. You can watch other YouTubers who have more of a leftist slant, and they might, but whatever. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just giving my opinions. What do you guys think? Let me read some chats. 4,000 layoffs. Hey, what's up, Angry Vulcan? Why can't they be trans Asian? Yeah. Checking those boxes, I agree. I remember from the stream this was out to get rid of your DEI writers. Well, that's complicated. Jack says writes episode in 1 day, collects for 20 days. Exactly. That's exactly what they want to do. They want to take their time with it. They want to like bullshit, talk about like how they can make the office more of a safe space for half the fucking day instead of doing writing and making a character actually sound like a real fucking human being on screen instead of a robot. Oh, and then you have this whole thing about artificial intelligence in this. Where's the other one? Artificial intelligence. Here it is. Regulate. Now, this kind of makes sense to me a little bit. Regulate use of artificial intelligence of MBA covered projects. AI can't write or rewrite literary material, can't be used as a source material, and can't be used to train AI. The stuff that they write. Of course, they're worried about AI taking their jobs. Rejected proposal. They said that they counter-offered annual meetings to discuss advancements in technology. That was their offer. Instead of, hey, they just said, nope, we're not going to outright rule out using AI, but we'll talk about the meta conversation behind it. I don't know if I want, personally, I don't think I want people like Disney and shit using artificial intelligence to write scripts. That, to me, that's the end of civilization. To me, that's the end of civilization, because we are going to be like good little consumers, go into the movie theater, woo, sit down with our $35 popcorn, sit down in front of a movie that was not even written by a person. And the company that owns the intellectual property is going to be like, all right, you're going to pay us $45 to watch this artificially generated movie script that no human being with any creativity whatsoever was used in the production of this movie. You know what I mean? That's just stupid to me. I like when people are involved. I'm sorry. I like artificial intelligence, but it's way more fun when people are involved. When I look at AI art, it looks beautiful, but I kind of like lose interest a little bit after a while. That's a whole other conversation. But this is fine. This is a fine request. Let me go back to the thing. Hey, what's up, Maki? What's up, Sags? I think you're spot on with the entitled commies. They're so cringe. My only problem with contracts like this is that some shows and writers are worth more than others. Of course they are. Of course. And they should be valued more than others. They should be paid more than others. And this contract's trying to restrict that. If you're an award-winning writer and you can't even pay your rent, of course oh yeah, Josh is correct. Josh says if you're an award-winning writer and you can't pay your rent, then that's a problem. But if you write for Velma, I don't think you should be making demands. That's the problem. They're all like this. This was an issue. Let me think. Give me a second, because there was another similar dilemma. They were like, hey, I can't pay my rent. Who was this? Who am I thinking of? Oh, it's on the tip of my brain. People are like, hey, I can't make my rent. Oh, what the fuck is I'm thinking of something. Give me a second. In the meantime, I'll pull this down in a second. Fuck. Here's the deal. If you're not working full time, you shouldn't be able to make rent. Oh, it was the fucking voice. Okay. It was the voice actors. The stupid voice actors in these gaming things are like, oh, I can't pay rent. We're not getting paid enough. And all these people are believing them. Meanwhile, they do like 6 hours of work a week. 6 hours a week. And they expect to pay rent on that salary. They expect to make salary. From instead of treating voice acting like a side gig and getting a real job, which could be voice acting, but it's not. If you're doing 6 hours a week, it's not a real job, dumbass. Doesn't matter. These people are so entitled that they want to get paid for doing nothing, and they want to be able to make rent. They want to be able to make a $2,000 a month rent based on 6 hours a week. And that's just voice acting. I brought that up because this was bothering me about that. I can't remember who said that, but it was some bitch on Twitter. Anyway, that's what these people want. That's exactly what they want. They're entitled. They hate capitalism. They're like, I can't compete normally. I have no talent. I'm fat and ugly, and I'm indigenous. I'm brown. So in my head, I think people hate me, even though in reality nobody gives a shit. So all of those things are oppressing me. Therefore, I should get fucking $4,000 a month just to sit on my ass. You know, that's what they think. These people are stupid. They're delusional. They shouldn't be. You know what? Somebody said this earlier in the chat. This is a good opportunity to fire all these like diversity people and hire like non-unionized workers and writers who are not woke. Like, oh, I don't know, Gina Carano, or like Russell Brand, Crystalia, Brian Callen. You know, give Brian Callen a late night show. He's fucking hilarious. Give Crystalia a late night show. Now these people were canceled, so that they're not going to do that because even though no charges ever came from any of that shit. And Crystalia has a really funny thing about Jonathan Majors versus Ezra Miller. I'm gonna find that. I gotta find it. Oh shit. I'm gonna find it and put it up on my YouTube channel and on my Twitter because it's so funny the way he describes how they treat Jonathan Majors versus Ezra Miller. And oh, by the way, yeah, and Crystalia, I think he's great. There were some rumors that were kind of odd back in the day, but all that shit cleared up and all the charges were dropped, and nothing came of it. Same thing with Brian Callen. But anyway, like, hire more Gina Caranos, hire more Mel Gibsons, hire more fucking people, like regular people, like Chris Gores. You know, there's plenty of these people. There's plenty of, like, Russell Brand. You know, there's plenty. Give Russell Brand a fucking late night show. Don't capitulate to the woke, entitled, communist, hijacking terrorists. That's what I'm going to call them. Because they terrorize our hobbies. They yell at us, call us racists all the time. Just don't do it. Now, this could very well happen. I don't know. I kind of would like to talk to. Maybe they're talking about that on Geeks and Gamers right now. I don't know, because I'm streaming while they're streaming, and I fucking feel stupid because I probably could get. Oh, we've got 23 people watching. Actually, I'm surprised because there's other streams going. But anyway, thanks for being here, everybody. Anyway, yeah, like I said, it's just dumb. I would like to talk to Chris Gore about it. See what he thinks. Friday Night Tights will probably talk about it. That'll be fun to watch. But like, you know, you guys, I just had to give my perspective because I watch a lot of television and a lot of films, and how, despite how many great writers there are in Hollywood, because there are, I fucking love Peaky Blinders. I love Better Call Saul. I love Succession. I love, a lot of the stuff that I like are foreign, like Korean shows, stuff like that. But there's, objectively speaking, a lot of good writers in Hollywood. It's just they're getting lumped in with like all these idiots. Oh, and daily shows gotta go. Shut the shows down. Nobody cares about Jimmy Kimmel anymore. Nobody cares. I mean, I was working for the Quartering for 3 years. We got more views in a day. My stupid fucking meme videos in the beginning of all his videos, if I did like an Elon Musk meme or something, I would get more views than Jimmy Kimmel would in a day, in a single day. It's hilarious. But that's just how it is. And it's the future. And these people are like trying to backpedal. They're like, no, wait, we can't advance. Society can't change direction. We're still relevant. I promise you that we're still relevant. Meanwhile, they're calling you racist and bigoted 24/7. And making fun of you. That's why I like the show Succession, because it treats this whole industry. By the way, Succession is like what if Jeff Bezos had like a family that was all involved in like all of his different schemes and like properties and media companies, and the whole show follows around this rich guy's family who owns like a bunch of stuff, and they're all on the surface, they're all like, you know, kind of these progressive people that are doing the right thing, but in reality, they're all kind of scum. They don't give a fuck. Like the one guy's super based. They're all kind of crazy though. I don't know. I can't describe it. Just really, 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 really good writing. Really realistic characters that aren't ideologically like one-dimensional. You know what I mean? Very good writing. Fantastic. Probably the best show on television now that Better Call Saul's done. The worst thing you've said this stream is that you think Chris D'Elia is funny. Oh, I think he's hilarious. You guys don't think Chris D'Elia is funny? You should watch his podcast. He is absolutely hilarious. He was, God, they ruined his thing with that zombie movie. It took him out of it. Spent like $2 million in that Zack Snyder zombie movie to erase him CG from the movie and put in some other girl instead. I know the voice actor you were think about earlier. Yeah, I can't remember her name. It was somebody. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense, Maki. You don't like streams with a bunch of people. Sometimes that can get a little chaotic. Helena Taylor. Yeah, I mean, there was another voice, and it wasn't just Helena Taylor. It was somebody. There was another person very recently. Maybe it was her. There was a couple though. There was a couple. But yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to go over some of this bullshit. You know. I don't know, guys. And like Vice just went. Vice. Look at this. Vice is going back. Where is this? Hold on. Oh, jeez. Vice. Vice is going bankrupt. Oh, here's Sophia Narwitz. Look, no, I wonder why, guys, I wonder why Vice is going bankrupt. Let's take a look. Iceborne is Monster Hunter at its peak colonialist fantasy. Take Monster Hunter World, the good, the bad, and turn it up to 11. And they wrote a whole article about how Monster Hunter World is a colonialism. Because you're going to colonize this new world and you're killing all the indigenous species. Fuck off, you pieces of shit. It's a monster game. Crying out loud. Here's another one. Tomb Raider tries but fails to tackle its own colonialism. A canceled board game reveals how colonialism inspired and haunts games. It Takes Two. More than tolerance. More than a tolerance mechanic to make... Oh, it takes more than a tolerance mechanic to make an anti-colonial RPG. All they talk about is colonialism and racism and sexism, and that's Vice. That's why Vice is going bankrupt, you know? They're all dumbasses. You know? Quartering just did a video about it. And they just... Yeah. So anyway, that's another example. Vice is screwed up. They're laying off people. They're going bankrupt. Nobody cares about these publications anymore. Stop paying them money. You know, if you get laid off, I feel bad for you. But guess what? If you genuinely deserved the job and then you're laid off, then yeah, I'll feel bad for you. But a lot of these people don't deserve it. So tell them to go kick rocks. It's complicated, but I don't like to be black and white in either direction. But we're just being honest about the trajectory of media, you know. That's pretty much, you know. Look at Jeff Goldblum as a bunny, adorable. That's what's going on, guys. And I was like, hey Disney, damn, bro, such a bummer that your wickedly talented writers are going on strike. I'll write and direct a true sequel to Alien for free. I'm DMing you the script now. And then I said, oh, and you either greenlight a rated R version, theatrical release, or I leak the script. And then, obviously I'm joking, I haven't written one, but the point is, why not? If if there's non-union workers that are good writers and that are going to write, that would be able to write something without like any kind of woke forced ideology, why not hire them? Why not just make that move? Like, do you realize that these people that you're afraid are going to boycott you if you do that, they have no power whatsoever? Look what they tried to do with Hogwarts Legacy. That game was boycotted. Like, where's my... Let me find that. Find it. Where's it at? Here it is. 12 million copies in the first 2 weeks. Hogwarts Legacy. Oops. These people have no power. If you're afraid, if I don't hire a woke writer or a woke director or a person of color or a queer person, we're going to get boycotted and we can't lose money. Guess what? You're not going to lose fucking money because nobody cares. Can you get this into your system and like figure this? This should be obvious to everybody. I don't know why. I know the reason why a lot of the people, the executives at the top, are actually woke themselves. So that's why they don't understand what I'm saying. But a lot of them are not woke and they feel hijacked by the woke people around them. And guess what? You don't have to be fucking hijacked. You do not have to be hijacked. Just the bare minimum. Just maybe don't hire somebody that's like shouts their abortion 24/7 on Twitter. Or maybe just look at someone's tweets and go and take that into consideration. I don't care if they're a Democrat or whatever. A lot of Democrats probably write good stuff. Like I'm sure Vince Gilligan and people worked on Breaking Bad are liberals. But if they're not, if they don't have the pronouns in the bio, who the fuck cares? I don't know, guys. I think it's so obvious. I just don't understand. I don't see why we can't have good things. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like non-woke stuff, like Top Gun is just a generic show. I mean, it's not anti-woke, but it's like Top Gun made a lot of money. So did Mario. It's like you don't have to have woke stuff in everything. It'll still make money. It's so obvious. I also don't like the everything has to be anti-woke mentality because then you're perpetuating the woke stuff. You're like, well, in order to be anti-woke, we have to complain about the woke stuff at the same time. And it's like, well, if you keep complaining about the woke stuff, like Dylan Mulvaney, you're going to keep perpetuating the machine, and then Dylan becomes popular. Maybe shut the fuck up. Maybe just write stuff that isn't woke and don't have your own separate anti-woke agenda, because then all you're going to be doing is still talking about the woke stuff. That's why I like the Northman guys. I like movies like that. I like movies that have no political bullshit whatsoever, and they're just good movies, good shows, good games. Good Lord. This should be the easiest thing to do in the world. Anyway, sorry. Oh my God, guys. Hogwarts. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul is actually a metaphor for how poor and crappy fully blue state like New Mexico could be. True. I love Better Call Saul. And even Tarantino's kind of woke, but you know what? He's not woke in the same way. Like, yeah, he did BLM rally stuff, which I don't care. I think people that like go all in on BLM are stupid, but that doesn't mean he's dumb. He's just dumb about that one issue, Like, he was on Bill Maher the other day or the other month and was talking about how Hollywood's too woke, and like he gets it, He's a good writer. He's a good director. I'm not trying to like eradicate all the woke people out of existence. Like, as long as you're not cringe, as long as you're not like in our faces about it 24/7. Good Lord. Can we compromise at least there and then like move forward? I think compromise should be normalized. compromising should be completely normal. Because what are we doing? We're not compromising right now. Nobody's compromising. And we're getting further apart. Things are getting more woke. And what I mean by compromise is stuff like this. Hey, you want to race swap a character? Cool. Maybe race swap like once in a while, but maybe don't race swap every fucking time. Or, hey, you want to make a what was the other one I was going to say? Do you want to trying to stick with the entertainment thing? Do you want to make fun of like conservatives? Okay, go ahead. But maybe like give them some depth at least. Give their characters some depth so they're not just like this punching bag. I don't care if you make fun of conservatives. I think some people on the far right are cringe and weird. Who was it? Matt Walsh was like, video games and anime are for babies and anyone plays them. I like make fun of those people. Make fun of them. Go for it. You know? But give certain characters some depth. That's why Secession, again, is such a good show. Every character has so much depth. Those are compromises that I'm willing to make, you know? You want to do an all-black movie about cowboys? Go for it. But just write the characters well. Don't make it all about race. Just have good black characters. You know? Holy hell. I don't know. I'm just ranting at this. I don't know how many people are still here. 20. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up. I wanted to talk. This is embarrassing. I was going to talk about, oh shit, where is it at? I was going to talk about Dune, but like, oops. I found out the trailer's tomorrow night, but they released this little teaser. Did you guys see this? It's quick. No. Let's go back to this for a second. Whoop. This is Austin Butler, by the way. He played Elvis. Looks nothing like him. But I'm hyped, guys. I thought I was going to go over this trailer tonight with everybody, but it's tomorrow. Oh, by the way, tomorrow night, I'm on Zach's channel, ZAXX on YouTube. He does really cool stuff. He does like cool entertainment culture stuff like we do. But he's hosting a panel on movies, recommendations for entertainment and art outside of the Hollywood system, which I think is a fantastic idea. So I'm going to be on that panel tomorrow. And that's kind of my passion, which is like movies outside of the Hollywood system. That's my main hobby, really. And we're going to talk about, you might want to stay tuned for that one. That's going to be at like 10 p.m. tomorrow Eastern time. Tune into Zach's channel, ZAXX. You can sub there, and I'll post it on Twitter. And then we're going to talk about good movies, maybe give some recommendations, stuff you guys should watch. And then Thursday is, I'm possibly going to be on, oh, fuck. There's something going on Thursday. Some stream. Oh, it might be Comics Division. I can't remember. Guys, I've been invited. I will just show you my DMs, but I don't want to. But I've been invited to like 12 different streams this week, and I have to turn down a bunch of people. I feel bad. Something's happening Thursday for May the 4th. Be with you. Oh, look at this. I made Jared Leto. So Jared Leto is a cat at the Met Gala. At the Met Gala. He shows up in a cat suit. This is legitimate real. Okay? This is not fake. Okay? It's genuinely hilarious. And I use it's cringe, but it's funny. And it's actually a good suit. Like, it's designed well, but I'm not a furry, so I think it's weird. But look at this. I made an AI version of Nicolas Cage in a similar outfit. Look at this one. Look at this. Look at this. I typed in the AI thing. I said Nicolas Cage wearing a cat suit at the Met Gala posing. And that's what it generated. It's funny, you know. And then I made other versions of Jared Leto. Here's anime versions of Jared Leto. Here's him. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. It's AI doing its best to do an anime version of that, whatever it was. Here's another one. This one, he's wearing a cat suit, but the cat's like real. So it's like the cat has like a body, and it's like real, but the head is like empty, and his face is inside of it. Like, it's creepy. Anyway, I love AI, guys. It's so much fun. And what I want to do is a stream where, here's what I want to do. But maybe monthly I'll do this, because I'm paying now for it, like $24 a month. Maybe I'll do a stream where, every month or so, we'll do a theme where we like one idea is have you guys participate and help me come up with like a Pokemon evolution chain or something, where like a brand new, like I want to do a Pokemon one where we come up with like 3 new starters for like a new region or something, and then we use AI to do it. And like that might be a fun stream. And then we could do other ones, other Pokemon. Like we could do a Pokemon stream. We could do like maybe like a horror stream or something with AI, and just do fun stuff with it. You know, it's hilarious, guys. AI streams are very good content, very funny. Like I'm genuinely all the time, I'm doing my own thing with AI by myself in my room alone, and I'm just like laughing hysterically while I'm doing it. Like, it's so funny because unexpected things happen like all the time. It's very fun. But anyway, yeah. So, like I said, tomorrow, go check out Zax's channel, and then I'll post something about Thursday whenever that shows up, and then Saturday, I'm seeing Guardians of the Galaxy, and I might also do a stream with this guy Kyle that I do streams with, and we might be doing a stream about the Criterion Collection, which is like a movie-specific stream. And I think what we've decided on doing is I'm gonna show my collection like physically, and he's gonna show his, and we're gonna talk about our Criterion. It's a very, very, very nerdy stream. However, I like talking about it because I have a lot of good Criterion movies. And I might actually whip out my camera and pull out, like, I'll show you my actual physical collection because I have some really, really, really good ones. So that might be Saturday. If I make it back in time from Guardians, I might have to postpone that one, but stay tuned. But I'm back. I'm going to try to do more consistent streams going forward. Like, I think what I'm going to do is make an announcement on my YouTube channel with the community post and say, hey, I'm going to do Wednesday streams going forward, guys, at certain time, or Monday maybe. I'm not sure yet, but I'll make a post announcement about it. So like that way you guys can be like, oh, it's Monday, it's 8 o'clock. Lofty has a stream on, instead of like stumbling upon it. You know what I mean? I have to do that. The issue is my brother is like handicapped, and sometimes like if my parents are out of town, I randomly and have to like help him that night, and like sometimes I can't. So spontaneously, it's easier for me to do spontaneous streams than it is that, but I'll try my best. Anyway, Tears of the Kingdom, excited for it, hyped. You know, Fish Tank is so weird. I don't understand why people like it. Why do people like Fish Tank? The fuck is going on with Fish Tank? I don't get it. Oh, hi Summers. Lofty, Dune Part 2, yeah or pass? Oh, Tao. I'm obsessed with Dune. I love Dune. I think it's one of the best movies in the past 5 years. Okay, Summer says, thanks, Lofty. I didn't know about Guardians. I want to watch Guardians. Yep, comes out this week, and I'm going to see it. Comes out. Thanks for that. Thanks for the dono, buddy. Oh, by the way, guys, I have, if you're here, if you're new, I have memberships open. It should be the join button underneath the video you're watching. If you're interested in supporting the channel, I got different tiers of memberships. There's a base, $1.99 tier that gives you cool, like emojis you can post in the chat, like specific, I created some emojis and stuff. And then it helps support the channel a little bit, helps me incentivize me to do more streams. Some of the other tiers have like 3D printing incentives and things like that. So once I get enough members, I'm going to be doing member streams. It doesn't make sense for me to do them now because like 3 people would show up. But like, once I get enough, we're going to straight up do really cool member streams where we play games like trivia and stuff. And I'm going to give out prizes. Oh, speaking of which, I am doing another giveaway either this week or next week. I'm going to be giving away an art print because I keep forgetting to do those. And I want to do more of those. So it's either going to be this week or next week, but I'm doing another giveaway. I have a bunch of art prints I want to give away. And I might do a Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom giveaway as well in 2 weeks. So stay tuned for that. Because the last one went the last giveaway I did went so well. I did 4 copies of Hogwarts Legacy and I had like 200 people here watching. It was so epic. So I might do one of those again for Breath of the Wild, and I might do another one for Final Fantasy 16 and another one for Street Fighter. I'm not sure if I can afford all that stuff, but hopefully we'll see. We'll see. I just like giving back to people and getting people hyped to play games and stuff. It's fun. And like I think Chris Kohler, somebody in this group won the thing last time. Like one of my members won the giveaway. So you guys are very likely to get it. Because they want to do, anyway, I like Dune Part 1, says Tao. I'm worried at Part 2 remaining faithful to the source material. To be fair, I'm pretty sure he wrote 1 and 2 back to back, and they just filmed it separately because he was going to film it back to back, and the studio told him he can't. Pretty sure the screenplay is going to be very good with the continuity. And I trust. I just trust. I think it's going to be fine. And the first one did really well with the book. It just cut out some stuff, but other than that, it was great. Pretty accurate. Anyway, yeah, thanks guys for joining. I appreciate everybody joining. I would straight up talk about like emulation stuff more. I just don't know. I don't like going too long because then I feel like I'm overstaying my welcome. But unless I'm on a panel, then I can talk for 7 hours. But anyway, keep an eye out. Like I said, I got 2 more streams this week, so on my Twitter. Tomorrow's stream is going to be very fun. If you like movies and stuff, tune in because Zach's is hosting a panel, and we're all going to talk about really cool movies that are not part of the Hollywood system. And you might have you might just find a movie that you've never heard of, and you might watch it, and you might fucking love it, and then you're going to be glad you tuned in. So anyway. Thanks for joining, everybody. Hello. Oh, there's Zax. Denis Villeneuve is not going to drop this ball. I agree. Everybody go sub to Zax. He's in the actual chat, so that way you know when the stream starts. Get this man a drink. I would go on for days. I just it's getting late. I kind of want to go for a cigarette and relax. Sometimes some people like long streams. And you know what? If I did one of those, it would have to be on like a weekend because I just don't like doing it during the week. However, I appreciate the support. Yeah, it's going to be a blast, Zach. I agree. How was the stream with Anna? Oh, it was great. Oh, yeah, I was on Flashcast again on Saturday. Went for like 6 hours. It was very good. It was funny. All the streams are funny. I got good feedback, too. People were like, hey, go on more often. You make the stream more entertaining. Some people hate me. Some people straight up hate my guts. I don't know why. I was saying something about oh, we were talking about trans people. And everyone was like, yes. The sports thing is stupid and they have an advantage. And then I start talking and I'm like, yeah, I agree. And then I start talking about it. And I'm giving my perspective. I'm like, yeah, I think, for example, volleyball, the net is 8 inches taller for the men. And it's a massive advantage physically. and it makes no sense for like them to allow trans people to play. And then people in the chat are just like, oh, fuck off, Lofty, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? I think what it is people are like possessed by playing team sports. And it's like, because I got kicked off Flashcast once, it's like, that's it. Then I'm forever an enemy, even though like people can, you know what I mean? Like, it really, if you have a grudge for like 6 months later, you're kind of a pussy. I'm sorry. You're kind of a girl. That's what girls do. They have grudges and it lasts forever. Guys will have like an argument, and then the next day they'll be like, hey, what's up, man? What's up, bro? Can you stop being like babies and like women? I'm not talking to you, but like there are people out there like that. I can't do anything about it. So I just totally ignore it now. I just wanted to point that out because it's funny. Like no matter what, I could say something that they completely agree with. I could be like, oh yeah, Boba Fett was probably the horrible Disney Plus show. And they'd be like, fuck off, Lofty. We all know you like Disney Plus. And I'll be like, come on, guys. Can you just like relax? I don't know. It's wild. This is the internet. Tribalism. Cheers, Zax. What's up? I get misrepresented a lot. That's true. People like, you love Rings of Power. I'm like, no, I like the pilot. I liked the pilot. And then when I found out where they were going with the show, I hated it. Because I was like, oh, that's not where they're going to go. I was like, this is definitely not where they're going to go. Because I didn't know. I was making predictions. And then when they went there, I was like, oh, this sucks. Am I not allowed to have that opinion? Like, now I'm always the guy who loved Rings of Power. It's just a big, like, made-up mythology that I have to deal with on the internet. And people are always like, I have to deal with it all the fucking time. It's so annoying. Anyway, I don't like to talk about it because then they're like, oh, it bothers him. It bothers him, so let's troll him more. Because they're like little children. That's what they get all. They love it. They tune into every stream to try to like piss people off. I don't know. Anyway, well, oh, thank you, Summers. I appreciate it. The stream exposes the true side of Lofty as a human being and proved that you're very interesting beyond what people usually say. Oh, well, thank you, Saris. I'm shilling for myself. Yes, I am, Pliskin. No, I gave it an 8 out of 10, Alex. The first episode. Actually, I dropped it to a 7 after I watched the entire show because when I first saw it, I was a little bit mesmerized by the photography. I was like, I liked it a lot. I liked it. I'm not ashamed to say that I thought some of the photography was beautiful. And it was making me excited because I like Lord of the Rings. I just didn't know they were going to mess it up so badly at the time. And it was, but anyway. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, I'm gonna log off, and you people are magical little creatures, and I hope that you know what? Speaking of that Harry Potter game we were talking about earlier, the whole point of the poachers in that game was to be the villains. And the Kotaku writers, I deleted the article, but the Kotaku writers were saying that you're the villain for protecting them from the poachers. Fuck Kotaku. They just twist narratives. This is what they do. They see Harry Potter. They're like, okay, J.K. Rowling sucks. How can we twist this into a way to make her look bad or to make the game look bad? And they gaslight, they invent, they make up bullshit until they try to gaslight you into thinking that something that's not true. That's what Kotaku does 24/7. Anyway, I just wanted to like rip Kotaku one last time before we end the stream. But yeah, if you're coming in late, go back and watch the earlier, because we ripped hardcore into Kotaku and it was very fun. Chat was having a blast. Yeah, you guys are all little magical fairies. I agree. And I don't even know. You're just the little people in my computer, and you're like magical creatures to me. I don't even know. Unless we meet at like a convention, then you become a real person. And then same with me. I'm actually not even a person. I'm a fucking anime character. But one more thing. I am trying to get a new VTuber model because this one I never really wanted this one to be consistently my model. I just wanted to use it temporarily because it's free. But it's so hard to find an artist and a person who does the rigging and then combine them. It's taking me forever to do it. And I think I'm finally found somebody. But I have this really cool idea, and I showed you, if you will go to my Twitter, I gave a little teaser of what it might look like. If you go back, well, here we go. So this is kind of what I'm imagining a little bit. Now this is stylized. It's not going to look like this. But, oops, hold on. Fuck. Too big. But I kind of like the old school, like Miami Vice, like vibe to it. Like I don't know. I kind of like that, like, you know, the button down or like then some, you know, chains or whatever. And then I just have some interesting like ideas with it. And I am getting a person to try to design something like that. And then here's another one, like my new profile picture. But the AI art streams, I will go into how I made these, and I have a bunch more of these are really cool. I like straight up made my own character reference sheet with AI. It's pretty cool. Like this one's nice too. I like the, you know, like I said, I like the like floor, like, you know, the shirt, like, I don't know, Miami Vice just comes to mind whenever I see these. But I like it. I'm trying to figure out a way to pay somebody less than $2,000 to make me a fucking VTuber rig, but maybe I'll have to shell out. Anyway, thanks for joining. Oh, this is the guy. If you want to watch Clownfish TV, they did a good. If you're still confused, they did a good Hollywood writers' strike video today, so you can go watch that. 4 hours ago. Well, thanks everybody. I appreciate you joining, and we'll do more streams and we'll do more giveaways. And I'm still trying to have some more guests. Oh, I might have Anna come on. I keep forgetting that I know a bunch of people, so I'm gonna try to get Anna. I'm gonna try to get like Nick Ricada and stuff to come on as guests. I have a bunch of smaller streamers too that I want to get on to, like, you guys might not know about, like, grow the community a little bit. I keep forgetting that I like know a bunch of people. I'm just like streaming by myself, but I like doing that. But no, we'll do more guest streams. All right, boys. If you wanna link your channels in the chat too, quick, you can feel free. Have you played Jedi Survivor? No. To me, Jedi Survivor looks like a fun but sort of boring open world game, and it doesn't appeal to me. It's not. I wish it was more stylized. Like, I wish it had more like some sort of, I don't know, like, I don't know. It looks fine. I'm not knocking it, but it just looks kind of generic. Like, Elden Ring is so much more style to it, and Breath of the Wild, and you know what I mean? Jedi Survivor looks fine. Maybe if I had a different art style, I would like it. I don't know. Anyway. Hey, Flaccid. What's up? Check out your film. Yeah, everybody go sub to Chris Cola. I was on his channel. He does really cool. If you like movies, go sub to Chris Cola's channel. He did, you know, breakdowns and stuff. Anyway, thanks guys for joining. And the next game I'm playing is Tears of the Kingdom. If anybody was wondering, that straight up playing it. I'm not playing Jedi Survivor. I'm not playing it, and I'm not going to stream Tears of the Kingdom because that's going to be like 100-hour-long game, and I can't see myself streaming that game for 3 months in a row on YouTube. I just probably won't bother. And I like playing games by myself. I want to stream more though. I keep talking about it. And what I might do, speaking of emulators, I already own these games though. But for example, I might play old school like Mega Man, Sonic games, and like you know, my name's Lofty Pixel, so I might do like pixel art games on stream and stuff eventually. It's just another point of growth that I'm trying to consider for my growing my channel. So keep an eye out for those. Yeah, I'm joining Zach's tomorrow. That's correct. And you, Flaccid, will be there as well. Streaming, dude, streaming's hard, man. But I will stream. Don't worry. I'll stream shortly. Eventually. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you very much. That was actually a really entertaining screen. I didn't think I could talk about Kotaku and Hollywood for that long and complain, because all we were doing was complaining. But you know what? I was saying, very fun. All right, bye everybody. Have a good night. Adios. Adios, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye. Bye wave. I don't know how to do sign language. All right, bye.